I'm not saying this in a cold way. They don't care about your child like you care about their child. They care about their development, and of course, there's they're really good looking after. I'm not saying that, but they don't. Their job is not to parent the child is to improve their football development. So I think if you see your job as fundamental, because you are the biggest, the most important tool that your child has in their football journey to be whoever they want to, more important than the coaches, more important than the agents, more important than whoever else. So you have to value that. And so with that in mind, I would say you have to put the air mask on yourself first, because if you're running yourself ragged and you're stressing and all the rest of it, you are no good to your child whatsoever. So, and it is stressful, and it's hard. I find it much harder than my son does. I'm watching from the sidelines. Oh, you missed it, or he's not got selected, or he's, he seems to cope with it much better than I do. And it's really important. So I'd say you look after yourself, find an outlet for you, someone that you can talk to, someone that, that takes you out of the football bubble. Because I don't know, many of you listeners feel like your whole life is you go here, you go there, you go football, you're training, it's just relentless, and sometimes you need to make time to sort of step out of it and look after, because if your well-being, A, it's not good for you, and B, if you're not role modeling it, your child's not going to take you seriously either. I think that it's important to focus on today. That there's so much talk about next season, retain and release, and and it's all like that, and you can get kind of carried away with where you're going, and rather than, what's that quote by, I don't know, Kung Fu Panda or something, is it like yesterday's history, tomorrow is mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why they call it a present. And there's something to be said.
I like that.
There's something to be said for that. Like, enjoy it today, right? Who knows? Injuries come up. Different coach comes in. They don't rate your kid as much as the last. That's just the way it goes. But today it's cool. Today's going well, and I think that's a key ability for them, because if they, and even at the elite level, this was Pep, not me, that said, and he was talking about Phil Foden. He said one of the best things about him is he has the ability in the game to make an error and just move on immediately in that game. He'll reflect on it and look at later on, but there it's gone. Next, right, move on, rather than dwelling on it. And on the pitch, you can't dwell. You see, and if your child's missed a penalty and it's awful, but the penalty's in the the 10th minute, they've got another 60 minutes to play. The kids who'll do well is the ones that are able to sort of brush it off. So that ability to kind of live in the now, I think, is pretty important.